A royal pardon allowing exiled Cambodian opposition leader Sam Rainsy to return home is taking some of the heat off Cambodia's Prime Minister Hun Sen, but the respite may be short-lived, as the international community narrows its focus on upcoming general elections that many expect to be tainted with irregularities. The 64-year-old charismatic leader of the Cambodian National Rescue Party, Sam Rainsy, will still not be able to contest in the elections in spite of his attempt to please the election committees and lawmakers. Rights groups are concerned that Hun Sen's administration and his ruling CPP will continue to use the courts and other tools to intimidate Sam Rainsy and other opponents in the elections. According to Phil Robertson, the Deputy Director of Human Rights Watch's Asia Division, no one should be fooled that the return of Sam Rainsy means that Cambodian elections will be free and fair. There are major problems in the electoral system that could deny Cambodians a credible vote. One of them is a widespread rumor that a certain number of Vietnamese migrants has been welcomed by the government of Cambodia and now waiting in a long queue to apply for Cambodian national identification cards. The process takes only 2 to 3 days. It is assumed that these Khmerized Vietnamese will vote for Hun Sen's CPP on several good conditions in order for them to live and earn in the land of Cambodia. Hun Sen once said during the election campaign that a win by the National Rescue Party would provoke a civil war and a war with Vietnam. But the CNRP's spokesman Yim Sovan dismissed Hun Sen's statement totally, saying that the party supports peace and its policies would not provoke war, either within the country or with its neighbors, adding that Hun Sen's comments show he fears losing the elections. Moreover, Robertson cited issues over voter registration lists, the lack of independence of the National Election Committee, which manages the country's elections, the use of civil servants and army personnel to campaign for the CPP, government control of mass media to slant the news, and intimidation against opposition figures and civil society monitors. Analysts, however, said Hun Sen will benefit because Sam Rainsy's return helps ease political tensions and is seen as art of a political compromise and reconciliation, factors that may boost the vote's legitimacy. Sam Rainsy, on the other hand, will be able to enhance his party chances in the elections while particularly attracting the young and undecided voters. The fact that Sam Rainsy can return to the Cambodian political era gives a lot of hopes and aspirations to the voters, especially the youngsters, who comprise 36.5% of the registered voters. From the business and investment perspective, there are no signs of reluctance on the part of foreign investors to expand their businesses and investments in the country. Most are still confident that peace and stability will be maintained, and political and economic reforms will continue to deliver results. The local business community, it is still believed, generally prefers to see the maintenance of the political status quo. Yet, the next government will need to deepen public administrative reforms with concrete development policies based on the principles of inclusiveness and sustainability. To realize this vision to be a middle-income country by 2030, the new government will also need to support strong and responsive public institutions, a resilient private sector, and an engaged civil society. If held freely and fairly, the election process will contribute to peace, stability, and continued development in Cambodia. The Hun Sen-led political leadership will most likely remain the same, but the next government will need to sincerely and seriously implement political, social, and economic reforms to maintain its post-election legitimacy. Patsurang Desha Putarangsi reports.